switch it over to this. What's going on, guys? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and this is Caffeine Crypto, a weekly show that we do every Saturday around 11 or maybe 12. Whoa. Crypto Mikhail's video is still going. Oh, it's last night's stream. Nice. I didn't get to catch all of it, but anyways, that was pretty cool. I like the new opening and closing for the DCA Adventure team, or Crypto Mikhail. Good job there. Wow. Nefarious, you're saying a lot. What's going on? So I wanted to go live, first time 5 months, but then I had a nightmare. Man, you're always working, buddy. You are always working. I hope you feel better. Not had coffee yet. Yeah, I need to get some coffee. This is Caffeine Crypto. If you're coming to hang out, gotta get some coffee. Hope you feel better. And join us in a minute. What's going on? Spartan Custom Woodworks. Been up at 4:30 this morning. Well, get started early. Pearl. Yes, we will go over the poker tournament. The poker tournament document is in the description. I'll go ahead and get that loaded up right now. But let me do introductions real quick, and we'll get rolling. So my name is Vega. The channel's name is SerpentX Tech. This is a show that we do every Saturday called Caffeine Crypto, where I welcome you to join me with a caffeinated drink of your choice: coffee, energy drink, maybe tea, whatever you like. If you don't like caffeine, then maybe some water, as we go over the crypto news and what's going on in this week. I am a techie that does content on tech reviews, teardowns, the whole 9 yards, but also, obviously, cryptocurrency. We have an AION poker tournament coming on later on today. If you haven't signed up, you can go ahead and do so. I'll put the link in the description, or actually it's in the description in the live chat. If you haven't signed up, there's plenty of opportunities for you to win some prizes. First place gets 20,000 AION plus a $100 gift card for dogelord.com, which is merch. Plus you get a winning shirt. So specific to this tournament, you get a customized shirt. And in second place, there's 15, 10, so on and so forth. I mean, even all the way down to the 50th person gets, some type of bounty, so to speak. And then if you knock us out, a whole host of people here, or content creators, so to speak, you also get some additional cryptocurrency. Really fun. I'm sure somebody can get an easy 500 off of me, but I will do my best to stay alive within the confines or the time frame in which I have. But really good. Doesn't cost you any actual money to get in, but there's a chance that you can win money. So it's always an upside, always a plus. And it's always good fun, chatting with everybody and having a good time playing some poker. So the market's been going pretty crazy this week. Definitely the start of October, as people are calling it, as cryptocurrencies, specific cryptocurrencies even, have really took off. What is this? THR. Dogecoin. Okay, don't care. Anyways, some off-brand coins are going ham, but we'll get into that in just a moment. As I go through everything, I want you guys to know, if I don't answer your question or say hello or acknowledge you, it's not that I'm ignoring you. Simply, I like to go through the news articles and go through a couple things. If you're trying to get my attention, at me in the live chat or send a super chat, either or. Obviously, only send a super chat if you can afford to do so. And a big congratulations to High Speed Miner. High Speed Miner was the winner of last month's random selection. So if you're a member of the channel, every blue moon, not every month, not every day, not every week, but every blue moon, a random member of the channel will be selected to win some Bitcoin, and I will send you some Bitcoin. I will talk to you because as a member of the channel, you get access to Discord, which also has GPU notifications for the 3000 series and AMD 6000 series. So you get perks like that. You get some behind-the-scenes content or access to posts. And then you also have a chance to win some Bitcoin. I can't put it in the official description of YouTube, but just note that if you do join, there is a chance that you could get some Bitcoin. If you join 1 month and hope to win some Bitcoin, great for you. Like I said, it's every blue moon. I can't afford, I'm not a big timer. I can't afford to do it every month, but I would do anything I can to help out the members who help support the channel. If you don't want to become a member, there are additional ways to support the channel, like in the links in the description. So make sure you check that out. Red Fox Crypto, good morning to you. Magic Lucky, thank you for coming over. Chillin' Minin'. A lot of good names. All right, everybody's talking about their daughters. We're good. All right, doesn't Excedrin count as caffeine? Yeah, I guess it does have caffeine. But yeah. Anyways, Bitcoin. What's going on? So Bitcoin is rising up. The altcoins are rising up more on the USD value than the BTC value, and I really care more about the Bitcoin value. But either way, here we are, right? So we have Bitcoin, hitting all the way up to 56K and then pulling back all the way down to the 53K range. Right now, if we were to look at this, and it's not financial advice, if there were a significant pullback, my betting eye would say the 50K level is a major support level right now. So if you want to put your positions above that, great. You may get lucky. Again, not financial advice, but 50K is looking like a good support range. If we did pull back, if we did pump up, I can't tell you where that's going to go. All I know is that there's people out there, especially considering the recent news, that is going to want to hold us back until they're ready for things to blow off. So let's go through the news right now as chat has settled down and I made all my announcements. I do have one little tip that I want to share with you. Well, not really a tip. Besides the notifications that I have in the Discord or in my Discord, which is linked to all our favorites, I do want to say that I was able to obtain 4 GPUs in a matter of 3 days. And I know gamers are going to hate that, but I've been sitting on the EVGA notify queue, which through Max Voltage and many others, that has changed the rules or changed the way they're handling things. And all the notifies that I had from way back when, I finally received 3 notifies, and then I won 1 new egg shuffle. And I have not won any new egg shuffles since I originally got one of the cards. I can't remember which one it was. The 3060 Ti, I think, maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. Anyways, it was a 3060, the first revision of the 3060, the one that you could unlock with the 470.05 driver. And that's been a while since that 3060 has released. So I haven't won any new egg new shuffles, even though I've been trying, until now. So now I got 4 GPUs. They are all LHR, but LHR cards are profitable to mine if you already checked out my content on this channel. Moving on, White House mulls over executive order for crypto guidance. Now this is something to keep an eye on, as an executive order regarding cryptocurrency is being considered by the Biden administration, with the White House mulling over a government-wide approach to digital currency oversight. Under the proposed order, federal agencies would be tasked with doing a deep dive into cryptocurrencies and coming back with recommendations regarding the relevant areas of crypto. Areas explored could include regulation, economic innovation, and national security. According to various sources, the directive could also guide the sharing of information about cryptocurrencies between various government agencies and executive branch. Part of the executive order could also instruct other government departments that have not previously focused on crypto to turn some attention to it. There was also chatter that a crypto czar could be appointed to act as a liaison. A crypto czar. I'm not sure what that means, but what do you think it means? You here in the live chat now, or maybe in the comments down below. What do you think when they say that they are looking to appoint a crypto czar, or they could be, right? It's chatter, it's not official, it's not acknowledged. It could be some chatter about a crypto czar being appointed. What does that mean to you? Should President Biden decide not to move forward with the executive order, the White House will still release its cryptocurrency strategy to the public per an administration official. So that's just something to keep an eye on. Not any negative news, right? Because obviously the market didn't take a big hit when this news came out, when Bloomberg first reported it. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it, because we already been told by the SEC and a number of others that they're not planning on following what China's doing and banning cryptocurrency. So that article has been added to the description. All articles, or at least most of them, are added to the description of this video if you feel like reading on. I don't want to read every single thing to you. You're all grown adults. Well, most of you are. So yeah, feel free to read, and let's continue on. 50K Bitcoin is the ultimate bear trap, says analyst, as BTC struggles for key level. Now this was October 5th, okay? October 5th is when this article came out. And if we switch to the hourly, October 5th was right around here, right? So we were climbing up, we were in that 50K range, probably a bunch of bears betting it was going to go down, and then boop, popped up, right? And maybe this jump right here was more liquidating sell positions than anything, but you can see that whenever there's a lot of selling pressure, Bitcoin tends to do the opposite. All it takes is one simple move to really liquidate everybody. So anyways, after reaching 50K for the first time in a month and going on to hit highs of 50K, Bitcoin once again is a source of intense debate among market participants whether the BTC USD can hold 50K and how far it could fall if it did. For Rec Capital, however, it's the longer time frames that are worth paying more attention to. Specifically, the weekly chart for the pair has formed a head and shoulders pattern, something which traditionally hints at a fresh downside to come. This time, based on most recent strength, it's likely different, which it is, because, considering, that traditionally head and shoulders can be a downside, this time, it was the ultimate bear trap and took a lot of people by surprise. But unfortunately, as Bitcoin continued to rise, some of the altcoins are doing good against the USD pairs. However, they're looking a little bit rough against the BTC pairs. And again, when it comes to trading cryptocurrency, I primarily focus on BTC. I care more about the BTC value than anything, but what do you care about? Let me know in the live chat or the comments below. So, moving on. 200K BTC price programmed as Bitcoin heads towards the second RSI peak. Let me make sure that this one is in here in the description as well. But long story short, we got a bunch of price predictions from various articles, various news outlets, and usually you only see that during a bullish market, which obviously we're in. I never thought we ended the bullish market. It was just we were consolidating and going sideways. So anyways, while still lingering below the targets, such as those of the stock-to-flow model, BTC USD is not short on bullish price predictions for the year and beyond. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, a classic indicator used to identify overbought and oversold market as a particular price, is joining them, suggesting the second phase of 2021 bull run is just getting started. Each cycle has two peaks. 2021 now moving towards its second, says Tech Dev. In each four-year cycle, the RSI hits a peak at a level slightly higher than the last. This likewise helps to identify a cycle top slightly in advance where BTC USD will be at the time. However, it's much less exact science. Interesting to note that the 8-year downtrending resistance. What? Interesting to note the 8-year downtrending resistance. Okay, cool. We hit that, and it's probably top or at last place to seriously reevaluate risk. Okay, so boom, drop, boom, drop, boom, and then up. So we could probably do another curve down to 4850K and then upwards and onwards. However, the 200K to 300K Bitcoin looks almost too programmed, says TechDev, alongside different charts showing the Fibonacci levels. These likewise hinge on the 4-year halving cycle, with each peak an order of a magnitude higher than the last. For 2021, this means that the 20K peak from 2017 should become anything from 200K to 300K. This neatly coincides with the stock-to-flow asset model, which calls for an average price of $288,000 during the current halving cycle ending in 2024. So people are calling for hundreds of thousands of dollars that Bitcoin may eventually hit. I'm not going to give any speculation on my thoughts, but I certainly see Bitcoin being around for a long time, and it could certainly hit those levels. I don't have any concerns about it. So here we go. More stuff. Bitcoin investors no longer fearful. Watch BTC, next price level, yada, yada, yada. All right, so look, plain and simple. Everybody's bullish, right? When China did something, everybody was bearish. When that kind of faded away and Bitcoin started to break out, everybody was bullish. It's very simple. Fear and greed index, whatever. It's just people trade emotionally when they really shouldn't. Nefarious says October should peak up to 71K, then have one more pullback 30% in November just after Thanksgiving, and then it will be 100K run December, in his opinion. So I traditionally see that Bitcoin does have a significant pullback during the holidays, and obviously that's because people want to recoup their positions, recoup their losses. Whatever they spent, for Christmas gifts and stuff like that, they're gonna want to get that back. So yeah, usually if we look, let's go to the monthly. If we look at the past history, and it's gonna be really hard to see this, but September is a red, October is green, but obviously this was the major bull run, right? That kind of led us to where we are now. So if we omit that from the chart and look at September 2019, August, September, October was an up month, but then we pulled back November, December, and then we pumped January, and then kind of started our new uptrend, so to speak. And then before that, October, September, October, November, December, and then we started our new year, new run up. But obviously, look at this difference, right? So September is historically a bad month. October is usually a good month. We can either go up and pull back before the holidays as people, take some profits and try to get back some money that they spent on their family for gifts, or we could continue to rise up, because there's a lot of differences between here and back then. There really is a lot. So we'll have to see how things pan out in the long run. You guys are talking up the storm. All right, let me know if you need anything. Let's keep rocking. So Bitcoin bounces back 55K, but trader has his eye on two other cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrency markets rallied Wednesday. Bitcoin topping 55K, yada yada. We understand that. Regulatory fears have eased this week after both the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and SEC Chair Gary Gensler said that they have no plans to impose restrictions on the cryptocurrency trading. Some other rich person, president of Blue Line Capital, Bill Broach, just let's call him Bill, highlights two cryptocurrencies that he's behind as an alternative to Bitcoin, Solana and Algorand. Solana is actually his highest holdings as of right now, and they got in at a good time. That price has risen pretty sharply. So Solana did rise very sharply. And he thinks that it will continue to go on from there. And Algorand feels kind of like Solana, but only years ago, 2 to 3 years ago. I believe he also states that you're looking at more institutions getting involved, that we saw the U.S. Bank going to offer institutional custodial services or custody services. And we're also seeing Bank of America implement research on Bitcoin as well. So I think there's still more room to run. And I would agree with that, because this entire time when we were moving sideways or taking a dip or whatever we're doing, institutions have continued to buy up more and more cryptocurrencies. This is not new news. This is something that's been going on. Every time you sell, there's some institution out there trying to gobble up what you just sold. So my recommendation to you, not financial advice, is to stack them sats and get as much as you possibly can, because these institutions will not think twice to take up the cryptocurrency that you just sold. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Stack them sats. Be careful. All right, so according to a note shared by JPMorgan with its clients Thursday, the recent increase in price of BTC was predominantly attributed to institutional investors looking for a hedge against inflation. Right now here in the U.S., we got a couple of issues that we got going on. Obviously, with all that printing of money and what was happening at the beginning of the pandemic and the current situation as a whole across the world, the government's having to print a lot of money or try to keep everything afloat. Well, that's going to cause issues in the long run that we are eventually going to have to deal with. Well, the inflation rate is higher than what was to be expected. The resurgence of inflation concerns among investors have renewed interest in the usage of Bitcoin as an inflation hedge, arguing that there has been a shift in perception as to the merits of BTC in relation to gold. Institutions aren't alone here. We've got Kevin O'Leary, who mentioned that his cryptocurrency makes up a larger allocation of his portfolio than gold does, and the momentum toward Bitcoin in contrast to JPMorgan report in May, when analysts noted big investors at the time were switching out of Bitcoin and into traditional gold. JPMorgan provided two factors that it believes are behind the current rally. The one is the recent assurances by the U.S. policymakers that there is no intention to follow China's steps towards banning the usage or mining of cryptocurrencies, and two, the recent rise of the Lightning Network and the second layer of payment solutions helped by El Salvador Bitcoin adoption. Those are the two reasons JPMorgan provides. You can come up with your own conclusions or what your two reasons are that the crypto markets are doing good, Bitcoin's doing good. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You guys really should comment more. If anything, definitely hit the like button. But you guys should definitely comment more. I really enjoy reading them. I don't respond to every single one. But the bad thing is we're all dealing with these damn bots. And they're just everywhere. They're very hard to keep up with. Simply very hard to keep up with. So besides institutions getting into the mix, we have a lot of people in the congressional office or Senate or whatever making moves, man, on the crypto market. So we got Senator Cynthia Lummis that is into crypto and had to disclose their position. Lummis' Bitcoin ownership has drawn attention before. In April of this year, she filed that her annual financial disclosure form with the Senate, but did not include the Bitcoin. A week later, Lummis filed an amended disclosure that revealed she owned Bitcoin worth about $100,000 to $150,000. The annual report was filed on time. And that's a very important part. So she didn't first disclose it, but then she did. I bet you $5 she didn't first disclose it because she was like, oh, I could just, keep it in cold storage, Nobody would know that I have it, or nobody would know that this address is tied to me. And, obviously some financial person was like, no, ma'am, it's not a privacy coin. It's not Monero. It's not, any one of the privacy coins that, it could help, protect your identity. But Bitcoin can certainly be traced, and I would recommend to you that you report it to your Senate, because if you didn't and everybody found out, that would look bad for her. Lummis' new stake marked one of the first congressional cryptocurrency purchases. So this is the first congressperson or woman or man to buy into cryptocurrency. However, the second most notable, I guess you could say, or another notable situation is where Senator Pat Toomey, Republican from Pennsylvania, also bought up 15,000 of Grayscale Ethereum Trust, and then 15,000, so 30,000 total of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust in mid-June. So institutions are all getting all in this. Senators and major world leaders are getting into it. The 1%, the celebrities are getting into it. I mean, we've seen celebrities promote all kinds of scam cryptocurrency projects and stuff like that. So it's just no surprise. What's the Discord link? So the Discord link, BC, is behind a paywall, and I did that because of the bots. And then you also have to verify. In order to get the Discord link, you got to join. However, if you pay attention to my Twitter or the channel sometimes, I will randomly drop a link every now and then that only has so many invites. And the only reason I'm doing that is because we've seen how crazy other people's Discords have been, and I'm trying to protect the people that are in there that actually told me straight up they enjoy the peace and quiet. It's not as active as everybody else. It probably could be a little bit better. I would like for people to communicate more in there. But most of us are such a big family that we all communicate with each other, on Brandon Coins or Red Panda Minings or Chump Change or wherever it may be. And my channel isn't as profound as theirs, but I'm trying to grow it. But I did put it behind a paywall. If I open it up right now, yes, I'll have more people. The problem is I also have more scams. I have more bots. I have more people. And I don't have the time to moderate it as well and to keep track of all the bots and scammers and report them, kick them, ban them, whatever. So right now it's behind a paywall. Hit the join button down below. You can get in at the lowest tier, get the link, and verify, and you're good to go. If you don't like to do that, BC, that's completely understandable. Please just hang tight. Follow me on Twitter. Keep an eye on the channel, and keep an eye out for a link. So the SEC just approved the closest thing to US Bitcoin ETF you can buy for now. Volt Crypto Industry Revolution and Tech ETF was approved on October 5th. I'm not going to go through all the details about this. It's not a real, it's not an exact ETF. It's not a real ETF in my opinion. But, well, excuse me, it's not a real crypto ETF, but it is an ETF. It's not a Bitcoin ETF. I cannot talk today. So yeah, but when we have a number of ETFs that are in the works right now, being approved or hopefully approved, and I think once the SEC approves those, that will be a huge bullish sign for the rest of the cryptocurrency market, and will help further adoption. Even though adoption has gotten a lot better, even though the pricing compared to back in the day when we were mining it at such a young age has gone up, we're still technically not fully realized, right? We're still not fully adopted. The world hasn't accepted it. As a matter of fact, most of the world, while they have accepted in some form or fashion, are not really happy with it. They don't trust it. They don't believe it. There's all kinds of skeptics. The people that hate the miners won't get into crypto because they hate the miners, when realistically they should be in a crypto because it's a beneficial, to me, not financial advice. It's a beneficial way to increase your holdings, to increase your finances. But that's just me. All right. So, not sure how I'm anonymous. Well, I mean, you could track, even if the wallet's anonymous, you can track Bitcoin. So your best bet is to convert that Bitcoin into a privacy coin of some type, move that around, let it sit. Well, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. I'm going to get in trouble. Don't give them advice like that. They're going to do it. Well, that's the whole point. Because this is our money, man. I'm tired of the 1%, the rich and famous, always got to have everything, man. Like, this is the people's money. This is the average Joe can get in, the blue-collar worker can get in, and actually bring some financial stability to their life. Because I don't think Social Security is going to be around when I'm ready to retire. And I am not going to work the rest of my life. I don't want to work the rest of my life. Matter of fact, I would love to do YouTube full-time and just do teardowns and tech reviews and gaming reviews and mining content and cryptocurrency reviews. I would just love to do that full-time while mining and maintaining my operations. But I am not at that stage yet. So I have to work a full-time job, take care of my family, take care of my wife, and do this at the same time. So until that day comes, I just got to keep grinding it out. I just don't want to do it the rest of my life. Anyways, OnlyFans. I'm gonna share my personal opinions on this, and you guys just give me some feedback. Let me bring you guys in real quick. So we'll go through this article here in just a second. But so I've been seeing an uptrend in content that I don't really care too much for on Twitch, right? So Twitch, to me, the gaming streaming platform has now become kind of neurotic, and all these sexual connotations have kind of morphed into the most popular thing on Twitch, and it's very disappointing because it's a game. It's for gamers. I don't care if you're a girl, guy, or identify as a different individual. When you get on that platform, you should be gaming. You should be talking. If you want to talk and just talk to people, great. But if you're doing something sexual, or you're doing something borderline sexual that doesn't cross the line of Twitch's guidelines, but is pretty much sexual, why is Twitch allowing that? And I've seen a lot of people, because of OnlyFans, the situation on OnlyFans, switch over to Twitch. Or I've seen some people, like major adult models or adult content creators, come over to Twitch, and I don't understand it. I don't know why that's not the type of platform that is. So, in this article, Internet Computer, the Definity team, is trying to get developers to build a blockchain-driven content platform on ICP, not Insane Clown Posse, but Internet Computer. And I think that would be a great thing, but we have a number of those platforms. They're just not as profound as YouTube. That's one of the biggest drivers or concerns of mine. When my YouTube channel was banned, incorrectly, I might add, it really hurt my metrics. It really hurt my numbers. It really hurt my growth. It really hurt my analytics and my monetization. And it still isn't completely fixed because I know many of you that are subscribed and hit the notification bell, but when I post something, you don't get updated. So I have to keep posting it on Twitter or keep posting it somewhere, and it's very disappointing. So with Internet Computer Definity trying to get a decentralized content platform, while it may be positive, there's other platforms like that, right? So Library, or what's the name of it? OC. Oh my goodness, why can't I remember it? Seth is gonna kill me. I can't remember it for some reason. Anyways, while it could be a positive, the thing is drawing attention to it. OnlyFans can probably do that. Just that name itself coming onto that platform could do it, but we'll have to see what happens. But the biggest thing is decentralization of the content that's on Internet Computer Definity, and that's why that could be a positive, right? So in August of this year, major financial institutions such as Bank of New York and Metro Bank and JPMorgan Chase effectively forced OnlyFans to ban sexual explicit content on its platform. CEO Tim Stokely told the Financial Times that his company, which has become synonymous with adult content creation, had no choice but to heed the bank's demands. While Stokely would eventually reverse the decision to ban explicit content after receiving assurances from banking partners, the whole ordeal sparked a public debate about censorship. Dominic Williams said OnlyFans represents a case study on why content creation platforms need decentralization, and I agree. But once we find that decentralized platform that's really good and stuff like that, the bad thing is once it's decentralized, the bad apples will come out, right? So we're going to have bad actors doing bad things on those platforms that, because it's decentralized, the platform may not do anything about. And also, it's not going to be as popular as YouTube, so you're not going to be able to reach such a broad audience that you're able to reach on YouTube or through other means like Twitch. Chili Mining, whoa. What's up, buddy? Appreciate that. Thank you for the $20. You didn't have to do that, but thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. I like your logo. A little penguin. All right, so moving on, we got some altcoin news to go on about. I want to talk about some GPUs. As you can see here, there's a couple of GPUs from video cards. And then I want to wrap up with some other stuff that I want to talk to you about. Yeah. Have I tested? So Nefarious asks, have I tested Windows 11 mining yet? Thinking when I get on, maybe it will go in there. So I have not yet. I have tested it in a shell environment, but I have not tested on a full mining rig. Wow, Nefarious, what the heck? $45. Thank you for the donation. Yo, great info content today. Miss you, brother. Dude, I miss you too, man. It was really good to see you. Actually, Nefarious, through his travels, drove all the way down here to Florida. We caught up, and I have the Zotac 1070 GPU that he was able to sell me, which was really nice. Not only to meet up with him in person and catch up, but to also, we're just a tight-knit community. That's something I love about the crypto mining community. We're just a tight-knit. We communicate with each other. We catch up, and I really love it. So thank you for the donation. Really appreciate the support. And Chili Mining, best of luck to you. Keep growing. Keep doing good. So, awesome stuff, guys. That's the most I got probably in any live stream ever. So, Ethereum fractal from 2017 that resulted in 7,000% gains from Ethereum appears again. This is something you want to keep an eye on. So, bids for Ethereum native token Ether could rise to 13K in the next 2 months if history repeats itself. That's a really good thing. Ether saw a fractal indicator from 2017 consist of at least 4 technical patterns that were instrumental in pushing ETH price up over 7,000%. The same set of bullish indicators that have flashed once again in 2021 as Ether trades above 33K after rallying over 360% year to date. So with the chart and what's going on, everybody is really bullish on Ethereum. And I know most of y'all are mining. If not, you're thinking about mining Ethereum. I want to check out something real quick. Okay. Dude, that's some good stuff right there. That's some good good banner, good logo, good thumbnail. Okay. So you got your little farm and you're gonna grow it. Dude, go push out some content, man. Do it. There's my video where me and Nefarious caught up and I talked about it. Nefarious does some live streams every once in a while. He's been really busy with work, but Nefarious has done some really good stuff as far as like testing, because sometimes he's able to get GPUs I can't because he's near a micro center. I often try to get GPUs so that way. You're good, man. I just wanted to check you out. I like your logo, I really do. I like your branding. Keep rocking out. There's a lot of new channels popping up, which we'll probably go into detail. Actually, let's go into detail right now. Bam. What do you guys see? Let me get out of your way. Hang on. Just to wrap up the previous story, I'll just talk about it. Ethereum's looking ripe for a push to 10K and above. Okay, that's it. So keep mining, keep stacking them sats, take profits when you need to, and we'll be good. So right now in front of you, what you see Son of a Tech, Seb, FinTech, Chump Change, Red Fox, Caveman. Yeah, Caveman Mining, and Brandon Coin. There are so many others that I cannot mention or that I cannot fit on my screen. I'm sure I could make it really small, but all of these videos are about one thing and one thing only. What are they about? LHR cards being unlocked through T-Rex mining, MB miner, whatever it may be. T-Rex miner came out with a recent update, which really allows you to get 100% performance from the GPUs. You just have to dual mine. So with Ethereum, you mine Ethereum at 30% 30% performance or hash rate, and then the other 70% goes to Ergo or Raven. But it does depend on the operating system and stuff like that. Going back to what Nefarious was talking about, I get better hash rate on my Windows 10 machine, not compared to Windows 11, but compared to Hive OS. And that is because I have the 3060 original revision, the original guy that requires the dev driver 470.05 and a couple other traits. And with the Hive or any of these miners, T-Rex or MB, nobody has fully unlocked the Rev 1 3060 that we were able to via Windows, right? So that dev driver, once everybody figured it out, Nvidia was like, oh my God, we gave up the beans. They locked it down and they never have released one for Linux. So I have yet to see the 3060 Rev 1 reach its full potential as a GPU in Hive OS, but I am able to do it in Windows 10. But I'm very glad. Look at everybody, right? So Son of a Tech, he's not new, right? Brandon Coin, he's not new. Seb, Chump Change, Red Fox, Caveman, you guys may be new to me, but you may not be new to others, because we're not, even though we're a tight community, we don't. I can't watch all of y'all's videos. All I want to say is this. You guys are doing extraordinarily well. I mean, look at this. Chump Change at 10K. Red Fox, 34K. Caveman Mining is growing pretty fast since he started. So, Caveman, you do some good stuff and you provide some good content. Seb blew me out of the water. These new cats blew me out of the water. So, I would say one thing to all my new peeps that just started not too long ago. Don't forget the OGs, all right? Bits be tripping, and I have been in the mining space for a very long time. I am not sure how long Son of a Tech has been in the mining space. I know it probably goes by content and stuff like that. Like when you join, yeah, Son of a Tech has. So I think he started off as more of a gaming thing. But yeah, don't forget the OGs. Matter of fact, hang on one second. Let's go look up Voscoin and see when his channel started. I'm just curious. 2007. Yeah. So Bitsby Trippin and I probably started mining around the same time. I actually have the oldest channel out of all of them, but the oldest channel does not mean anything. Basically what happened was I didn't really start pumping out content till later on. So all my new cats that are rocking out, doing good, all I ask is don't forget the OGs. You guys keep taking out, pumping out that content, good information. Sharing information with others is very important. Being, communicating with one another, and much respect and much love for everything you guys do. Keep knocking it out. So yeah, there was a lot of content about the T-Rex unlocked. So T-Rex version 0.24. And moving on, we have Shibcoin. So Shibcoin, or Shiba Inu, has pumped this week thanks to good old Elon Musk. I'm sure there's a number of other reasons, but Elon Musk tweeted out a photo of his puppy in the trunk, or frunk, which is the trunk in the front of the car. And yeah, people went crazy. So Shiba Inu pumped like a madman. As a matter of fact, people are expecting or asking, is Dogecoin set to follow Shiba Inu 400% breakout? We don't know, but I will say the differences between Shiba and Doge is that Shib is the dev team is building stuff on it, whereas Doge, Mark Cuban and Elon may have invested in it. Elon may have talked about talking with the dev team, but we haven't really seen anything, and even the dev team came out, which is like, they aren't talking to us. So anyway, Shiba Inu has been the best performer over the past week, with his price surging around 400% from a low of 700 Satoshis on October 4th to a multi-month high of 35.29 Satoshis on October 6th. And it's lower now. It definitely is. It's like 2,600 Satoshis, something like that. But the surge in the price of SHIB comes as the ecosystem behind the token has expanded to include Shiba Swap, which claims to offer lower exchange fees than Uniswap and multiple ways for token holders to earn a yield through providing liquidity or staking. Does Dogecoin have that? No. Okay. SHIB also benefits from being one of the few meme tokens listed on multiple large crypto exchanges, right? Coinbase, Binance, which provides ample liquidity and trading volume for traders' interest in SHIB. The SHIB Inu community has also been showing an increased interest in the upcoming launch of the protocol's NFTs. So SHIB has been doing really good, and honestly, compared to Doge, I believe this coin has more of a future. And I know the Dogecoin army will be mad at me. And Voscoin actually supports Dogecoin and actually said like he doesn't see Inu being as anything really relevant or anything really promising. But compared to its 71-cent highs, what was the highest it ever hit? 71 cents, yeah. Compared to the 71-cent highs, will we ever get there again? I don't know. We might. SHIB is a lot lower than that, but I don't see any decentralized exchanges or anything like that. It's a proof of work coin, whereas SHIB is more of a proof of stake. You could do all kinds of things with it, and you can't mine it directly, but you can mine it through various means. So I think SHIB will probably, even though Dogecoin is an OG, don't get me wrong, it's going to be around. But SHIB might actually benefit from having a whole ecosystem, whereas Dogecoin is just mine it and sell it, or mine it or hold it and mine it and do nothing with it. I don't know. So you let me know your thoughts about Dogecoin down in the comments below. Moving on, we have Intel Arc Alchemist reference desktop card shown in new renders. Rumored launch Q2 2022. These are renders, not actual photos. But there you go. Oh, I want to go to the next one. I wonder if that white and blue light is actually going to be there. Why do you do that? Stop doing that. I'm clicking the button. So, has a 8-pin and 6-pin. In the middle of the card, so that means it's going to be a short PCB design, kind of like the Nvidia cards. And as the render shows, the flagship DG2 512 GPU base model, sounds like a car, which is equipped with a dual power with power windows, air conditioning, no, I'm joking, dual power connectors, 8-pin plus 6-pin, which will provide up to 225 watts of power, 300 watt power connector. So with the 8 6-pin, 300 watts supported. There's the renders. Here's the suspected execution units, shading units. We can't compare stats for stat against Nvidia or AMD. We have to wait for the actual results to come out. But, you know, the ARC A700, A512, whatever this is, 225 watt. Intel is going to be competing at the mid to entry-level GPU markets, not the high-end markets. And I think that's a good decision because AMD and Nvidia, in battling each other, have left the entry-level market alone, leaving it ripe for another company to come in and get some market share. Because look, Nvidia is focusing on more upgrades, right? So we've got the 3090 Ti, which the 3090 is already a beast, but the 3090 Ti, the upcoming GeForce card that have been shared with board partners recently. According to the information, the card is not called the 3090 Super, but the 3090 Ti. And it only features more cores, but also has many changes to the memory subsystem, power configurations, and more. The 3090 allegedly has a TDP of up to 450 watts. Yikes. This is 100 more than the original 3090, and we do not know if this is the final TDP or whether it applies to the custom card, only that the TDP is listed. What the initial rumors did not say is the card might feature a new power connector, and that does not mean Molex microfit 12-pin connector, but supposedly a new standard for PCIe Gen 5. We have only heard about the 16-pin connector, which also appears in microfit format. But this information is still behind embargo on electrical specs of the new interface. Hopefully the embargo on Gen 5 will end once compatible motherboards are released next month. So we're starting to see Gen 5 memory, Gen 5, DDR5 memory, and Gen 5 PCIe. I can't talk today. So we're probably going to have a new revision of the memory, or more cards utilizing 6X rather than DDR6. We're going to see more cards switch over to PCIe 5.0. Excuse me. Which, by the way, don't worry about it. Your systems now will be compatible with it. You just won't be able to fully utilize. I mean, even if they were still sticking with 3.0 instead of 4.0, we don't even saturate the slot with a GPU. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. The card is now expected in January alongside the 3070 Ti 16 gigabyte and the 2060 12 gigabyte. Now, the more memory cards of these GPUs from Nvidia, especially reinventing or recreating or re-releasing an old model, is not going to benefit you much in the mining aspect, okay? The extra memory doesn't really benefit you much as far as performance. I mean, if Ethereum kept going and didn't switch to proof of stake, or some type of Dagger or Ethash token kept going and they were on the same DAG as Ethereum, eventually what will happen is, yeah, you'll need that size amount of memory because to build a DAG. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to mine it like we've seen with the 4 gigabyte cards. But besides that, it doesn't really help you in hash rate. What really helps you in hash rate and what you want to pay attention to is the memory clock, the memory bandwidth, and the bus. Excuse me. Yeah, memory clock, the memory type, right? GDDR6, 6X, 5X. The memory bus, 3D4-bit, 256, 320, whatever. The bandwidth, and the clocks. All right? Those are the biggest things that's what helps me identify what the best GPU is for mining and stuff like that. And I actually will have a future video with a sheet with all of my data on it in the future. And last but not least, here's some pictures of the 6600 non-XT model that we should be getting next week. It should be released next week. So I'm sure a lot of you are ready for this. Honestly, I expect this card to do really good. I know gamers are going to hate this, but this card is basically going to get the 32 mega hash that we saw from the XT, but with slightly less power and costing less than the XT model. So it's nothing but positive news all around when looking at these GPUs. Now, this is the Azroc Challenger. You can see how small it is. Very tiny card. The extended model, I mean, look how small that PCB. It looks like one single 8-pin connector. And you can see right down here. A different version of the Challenger, or maybe the same one, but the front. This is the tried and true. We've all seen this before. This is power color. Yep. I hate it when it does that. And then the Hellhound, no RGB but blue lighting. I believe you can turn that off. The XFX series, the Swift, yep, 210, dual fan model, and that's it. So we should expect this sometime next week. We should see reviews, if anything. Maybe the supply might be delayed, but we should see reviews, if anything, and then kind of go from there. Very, very, very looking forward to this card. As soon as I get it, I will do a live stream hash rate testing or summary video. So stay tuned for that. And I have, like I said, if you guys haven't, let's actually go check out something. If we go to YouTube real quick and look up max voltage. Whoa, what are you doing, young lady? If we check out max voltage, you know, he talks about the EVGA system, right? And if you haven't signed up for it, right, you can sign in to your account. I don't really care if you saw that. You can sign into your account and you can actually see your notifies. If you've been notified, you can remove notifies, and you got to choose your top 2, and it's going to go from the oldest to the newest, right? And somehow I have already been able to obtain 3 from EVGA and 1 from Newegg Shuffle. So GPUs to me are getting easier and easier to get. But unfortunately, right, say for example on EVGA's website, and the pricing has gone up, right, because of the tariffs, the current restrictions, supply constraints, demand, stuff like that. Prices have gone up. We knew that was going to happen. But let's say, for example, we want this 3060 LHR for the Win 3. It's $529. You know, if you're on the notify queue, keep an eye on your emails, guys. Don't give up hope yet. Don't give up hope yet, because if we look for a buy it now LHR model at the lowest price, look at that, $800. Where on EVGA's website, you might pay with taxes and shipping and everything, maybe like $570, right? So you're saving basically a couple $100. So yeah, keep an eye on your notification. Keep an eye on whatever email you sign up for notifications. You can't sign up anymore. You can't click the product and hit the notify button because it's gone. They're going through the queue. They're trying to get cards into gamers' hands, and I understand and I'm actually going to be selling a couple of my GPUs, my older gen GPUs, to get those cards. I would like to get those cards into gamers' hands because I want the gamers to understand that miners aren't their enemy, right? The scalpers that are buying these with bots and then flipping them on eBay are their enemy. Now, yeah, there might be some larger operation miners or mining companies that are buying these GPUs in bulk, raising the prices or feeding the scalpers, urge to steal money from people, which isn't good, and they need to stop. But it's a free market. You can do what you want. If it's gonna make you money, you got to do what's good. You got to put food on your table, right? So we'll see. We'll see how things go. All right, let me check up chat. Well, we got 7 minutes here. Wow, 60 viewers. Wow. Thank you for stopping by, guys. I hope you're all having a great day. If you're new to the channel, we do this every Saturday around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we just go over some crypto news, crypto mining, stuff like that. And I thank you for stopping by. All the articles that we covered in today's video is linked in the description if you want to check that out, as well as additional links to like Parallel Miner, where you can get really good pricing on some crypto mining rig hardware, like server power supplies for a lot cheaper than ATX, as well as dogelord.com, where you can get some sweet SerpentX merch and much more. Or some Dogecoin merch, because Dogelord is the name of the website. All right, and everybody seems like they're talking to each other, not to me. Because if you're talking to me, you should be at me, or super chatting me, not writing. Wow, 2013 Curse Mining. You're good, man. So you're one of the OGs. I got you. Let's just say not 2017. Okay? I love you. I love all my new cats. If you're a 2017 baby and up, you're a new cat, all right? You got in when the market was running up. You didn't get in before. You got in when the market was running up. I didn't start making content till then, but I was mining. Well, I didn't start making content to 2016, end of 2016, stuff like that. So I guess you can kind of loop me in with the new cats, but I don't know. Flexing on BBT? No, BBT, Carter knows. Carter's also very intelligent. The work he does, besides crypto, is absolutely amazing. He's a very, very intelligent individual. And I talk to him and I check on him. Really good peoples. I hope to catch up with him eventually in the future. All right, so let me just not let you look at that screen. Keep an eye on the crypto charts while I look for everything. And I hope all my people, there's no disrespect for all the new cats in the market or all the new cats doing cryptocurrency content creation. There's no disrespect whatsoever. I'm not meaning that. I'm not intending that. No. I'm just saying that, you know, don't forget the people that came before you that, you know, had to help pave the way of a new era in YouTube or content creation about crypto. So Pearl Rival, Serpent X, no additional memory bandwidth. Doesn't look that way, but we haven't got the final specs. It's the same as the stock. The memory bus is 3D4-bit, but we'll have to see. Can you explain the difference between the 37 Ti and Founders Edition? So the Founders Edition, well, they're both Ti, right? So the 3070 Ti, Founders Edition, and AIB are both the same, but the Founders Edition is just a unique cooler. However, you're not going to get any extra hash rate because they're both Ti. Now, if you're talking about the 3070 Founders Edition and then a 3070 Ti, the 3070 Founders Edition is non-LHR, whereas the 3070 Ti, whether it's Founders or not, is LHR. But the performance is quite unique. Nvidia may have used bin GPU dies to make their Founders Edition for the 3070 Ti, but as far as hash rate and stuff like that, you're going to get pretty much the same thing. Wait, what? Oh, trust me, guys. I already told some of y'all the story, but whoever was in New York City behind one of my old houses that found a USB drive near some railroad tracks, if it was working and didn't get run over and it was working and wasn't weather damage, you got some Bitcoin. That's all I gotta say. I've made some mistakes. We have all made mistakes, so you just gotta keep going. 30 mega hash on BTC, very low. So 30 mega hash, you wouldn't be mining. If you're only getting 30 mega hash, you wouldn't be mining BTC. You'd be mining Ethereum. Sounds like an RX 580. And no, it's not low. I mean, the RX 580, 480, I mean, they're still tried and true, and many people are still using them. If you're mining using something like Nice Hash or some type of profit switching, you could be mining Ethereum and converting that to, you know, Bitcoin. So anyways, if I sell my GPUs and my family or friends local don't need it, I'll hit you guys up. I'll let you know. So Patrick, what are you getting? You're getting 50 mega hash at 88 watts on a 3060 laptop. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know. Let's look at it real quick. Let me bring you guys back over here. So let's do some number crunching. All right, so 32 mega hash at, I would say, about 70 watts at the wall is 0.45 for the 6600 XT, right? 0.45. Whereas you're getting 50.3 divided by 88, 0.57. So yeah, it's efficient, but here's something I want you to know. And I've done content on this before. If we go to my channel and search laptop, can you mine on a laptop 2020? The biggest thing is, yes, new laptops, yes, you can. And you can mine profitably. But just bear in mind that you're going to be pushing the thermal limits of your system, and you could degrade the health or life of that laptop. So just bear that in mind. Always keep fresh thermal paste on. It's always good. All right, dude's pretty much mining. Wave cycle. OGs. Yep. But we're all, here's something I want you guys to understand. We're all influencers of crypto. We all speak and talk about crypto. We all love crypto. We mine crypto. We preach crypto. I mean, it's not a religion, right? It's not a cult. But by doing that, we're spreading it to others. We're being advocates of cryptocurrency, and there's a lot of things that a lot of people believe in about cryptocurrency. So keep doing that. Let's wrap up things. I don't think there's any other questions here for me. We're looking pretty good. Thank you so much, guys, for the donation. Don't forget, you can sign up down below to get access to the Discord. If not, and I know it's a paywall. I understand that. Again, it's to stop bots. If you don't like that, follow me on Twitter. Keep an eye on the channel. Every once in a while, I'll drop a link to the Discord. It only has so many people that can get in. But you do got to verify once you get in. It's to cut down on bots and scams and stuff like that. I don't want it to get too crazy. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Check us out throughout the week as I release content every Saturday. And Patrick, you're looking good with 63C on your GPU. You're fine. Keep an eye on your CPU because they share the same heatsink sometimes, and that can alter or heat up the CPU as well. So you all have yourself a great day. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button on the way out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification bell to stay up to date with what's going on with the channel as well. Check out the links in the description below. They are affiliate links. They help support us, and we greatly appreciate all the time and effort you guys provide to us in the channel as a whole, all the support you provide, like to Parallel Miner, to dogelord.com. You can get some sweet SerpentX merch and Red Panda and many more content creators are on dogelord.com. So check it out, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.